Hello, everybody. This is Ron Mikhailis, and maybe I should call this week in censored because people are still constantly being censored over on Twitter. Bunty King, Bunty King got permanently suspended on Twitter yet again. I don't know the reason why. I don't know what he said, what he's done. I don't know if it's because he has a duplicate account, like maybe he created, too many accounts after getting suspended, and they were probably like, nope, nope, this time when you are suspended, it's permanent. So we don't, any new accounts he creates is going to be shut down. I don't know. I don't know if he merely said something that was against Twitter's weird rules. I just don't know because the weird part is even intersectional feminists, even some of them were like defending Bunty King because even they were like saying that it was unfair. Like if I recall correctly, I believe that the Dancing Feminist and Tim Blake came to Bunty King's defense because they thought it was wrong for him to get suspended back when he said, everybody give Grub a Chub a hug, and for him to be permanently suspended all over again for God only knows. I mean, it's really, really weird, but that is why it's just important to just be in different websites, have a presence on different websites if it's about connecting to people, like maybe have a Reddit page. Because I mean, Reddit is going to be better because they probably are going to treat you far better than Twitter does. I've never had a problem with Reddit. And you might want to just have an official Tumblr page because Tumblr does less censorship than Twitter. I've never had a problem with Tumblr. I've had the exact same accounts um, from like 2012, 2013, but I do have an official Tumblr, and I have like my personal Tumblr because my personal Tumblr goes way, way, way back, like way back, and my new Tumblr is just like my videos and whatnot. So I would recommend that he just has an official Tumblr, and not only that, but you can pretty much from my experience, you can say whatever you want on Tumblr. Like you've got the alt-rights in Tumblr. You have, white nationalists in Tumblr. You just don't have many of them. Like, you just have like three or four of them. Mostly, it's normies. It's the normal people. It's the, progress progressives, but there's just not a lot of that type there. They tend to use Gab AI or 4chan or Discord. They don't too much use Tumblr, but I do know from Tumblr is that you can say whatever you want. And I did test it out, like I went to their search engine and I typed offensive things on the search engine, and offensive things did show up. So you won't be censored on Tumblr because if the very offensive that most people could agree is offensive, like most people, the majority of people could agree that the N word is offensive. Now, if that is there, even though the only thing that shows up is not safe for work material. So if that could be said, then anything could be said. So and if you don't select the alt rights, there are just only like two people in the alt right there. They're not very many. It is disproportionately normies and progressives. So it's just full of normal people. There's some anti-feminists there. So it's a wide range of people there. So you don't really have to be worried about getting censored on Tumblr. I've never had a problem. And it's not just Bunty King, it's also Sky Williams. Sky Williams has also got permanently suspended from Twitter. And it seems like Sky Williams has got permanently suspended from Twitter because he said the N word. And I mean, I'm pretty sure that's it instead of kicking rocks. I mean, because I mean, I do talk to intersectional feminists a lot because a lot of because you know, Twitter Twitter is pretty much an intersectional feminist website. And from talking to intersectional feminists, to me, it's clearly obvious that it was the N word. And as far as the other people that said the N word, including with the hard R, it actually takes Twitter a while to get to it. Like it's going to take Twitter about sometimes a week, sometimes 2 weeks, sometimes a month to get to it. And also, it is also going to be really difficult to report old tweets. So if somebody said the N word, but if somebody said the N word in like 2011, it's going to be impossible, pretty much impossible to report that. So yes, when it comes to Sky Williams, more likely than not, he got permanently suspended for saying the N word. And again, just use Tumblr. It's more of a free speech platform. Most people don't really like Gab AI because it tends to be far right, and for many people, they just don't like the far right's atmosphere. But again, you could still just use other platforms like Reddit. There's still, a lot of people that use Reddit, so there's that, and he says that he might leave YouTube. At least that's the impression I was on. I don't think he would because usually people change their minds over that. For example, there have been quite a few times where people like, I am leaving Twitter for good. I am never going to come back. And they create new accounts, even though they see that they refuse to come back. They're going for good. They don't see themselves coming back. And then they do come back. And when it comes to Sky Williams, he says, I mean, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I think he said that he's going to leave YouTube for good because he can't handle it. However, usually people usually do decide to come back disproportionately so. So we'll wait and see what happens. But I could put the original video in the description box below, and you could watch his video for yourself. Anyway, this has been Remy Kylis. Thank you for watching. If you want, more updates like this on who's being censored, who's not being censored, whatnot. If you want, more of this, whatever, like, comment, subscribe, share everywhere, just share this video all over the place. And bye bye.